Now sit back and enjoy as the International Animated Film Society, ASIFA-Hollywood, proudly presents the 37th Annual Annie Awards. Now, please welcome the President of ASIFA-Hollywood, Antran Manoogian.
Thank you, and welcome to the Annie Awards. We're all part of a most dynamic industry in Hollywood, and it's such a pleasure to get together once a year to recognize such outstanding achievements in animation. And a reminder, besides the Annie Awards, ASIFA-Hollywood sponsors many events and other programs throughout the year. So please, don't be strangers. I would like to offer my congratulations to all of tonight's nominees and award recipients, and also thank all of our Annie Awards sponsors for their support and our hardworking Annie staff for making tonight possible. We have a great show ahead, as always, which I'm sure you'll enjoy. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce this year's Certificates of Merit recipients who are being honored for their service to the art, craft, and industry of animation. Please join me in congratulating Miles Muckelich, Michael Woodside, and Danny Young. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the First Lady of Animation, June Foray.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. I thank you devotedly. You're wonderful. I can't believe that this has happened when I started it 37 years ago. Well, anyway, but first, here's something I hope you really like. Not like, darling. Love. Anyway, it's always a pleasure to present the June Foray. Oh my God, I can't even pronounce my own name. Too much red wine. Especially to somebody who's such a good friend of animation and a very privileged one. Listen, I'm privileged to have had an award named after me, but it's going to my good friend, Tom Sito. Tom is one of the most important people in the animation industry. Animation Magazine is called Tom, one of the most important people in animation. In addition to his wonderful work as an artist over the years, he's served our industry as an historian, union leader, teacher, author, and vice president of ASIFA-Hollywood. So, on behalf of ASIFA-Hollywood, I'm delighted to present this year's June Foray Award to Tom Sito.
So thank you, June Foray, our very own Queen of Toontown. Now, the great artists of the past taught us that we in animation are more than just a bunch of strangers scrambling to make a living. They taught us that we are a family. As much as I was inspired by their drawing technique, I was also inspired by their generosity. Ben Washam gave free animation classes out of his garage to anyone who showed up. Grim Natwick took a newly hired kid at Charles Mintz named Chuck Jones out for an ice cream soda so he could explain to him squash and stretch. And Art Babbitt went out in the streets to fight for better wages for assistants and painters. And all those who gave their free time to build this animators club, ASIFA. John and Faith Hubley, Norman McLaren, Mark Davis, Bill Scott, Bill and Feeney Littlejohn, and especially June Foray. They didn't make any money from it, but they did it because it would be good for all the animation community. I hope in my own small way I'm paying them back a little for their generosity to me. The last lesson the old pros taught us was that projects may come and go, studios rise and fall, but in the end, Your fellow artists will always be there for you. So I would like to thank ASIFA-Hollywood for this honor, my wife Pat, and I'd like to thank you, my animation family, for letting me be part of you. Thank you very much.